Namaste, this is Ramesh Naidu from Target School. Today we discuss 10th class sets part 4. Okay. In this part 4 we discuss about a subset of a set. Subset of a set. Yes. First of all, let A comma B are any two sets. A, B are any two sets. If all the elements of B means every element of B, all the elements of B are in A, means every element of B is in A, then B is called a subset of A. It to write as B is subset of A. Okay. So here all elements of B are in A. So B is one of the subset of A. So it can written as in another words, A is superset of B. Okay. So generally we use subset this one. B is subset A. Okay. So rarely we use A is superset of B. So this is only we use. For example, A is equal to A, B, C, D, E and B is equal to A, E. If we observe carefully every element of B, that means all elements of B are in A. So here A, E also elements in A, E. So B is one of the subset of A. Okay. And take another set C, that is B, C, D. So observe carefully, every element of C is also an element of A. B, C, D, B, C, D. So C is also one of the subset of A. C is a subset of A. Okay. And next phi. Phi is null set. There is no element in null set. So it is phi. So observe carefully. Is pi is subset of A? Yes, it is true. Null set is subset of every set. Why means because in null set there is no any type of element. So we can write pi is subset of A. So from this we notice that null set is subset of every set. Pi subset A, pi subset B, pi subset C, like this. Yes. About subset, we note some very important bits. Okay. The first one, first note. A subset A. Every set is subset of itself. Y means every element of A is also an element in A itself. So every set is subset of itself. A subset A, B subset B, like this, C subset C. Okay, every set is subset of itself. It is called a reflexive law. Okay, every set is subset of itself. It is known as a reflexive law. So reflexive law says that every set is subset of itself. Let's go for second one. If A subset B and B subset A, all the elements of A are in B and all the elements of A are in A, means A subset B and B subset A. Then what you observe? A is equal to B. A is equal to B means A, B sets are equal. So this is known as a fundamental law. It is called fundamental law. Okay. If A subset B and B subset A, then A is equal to B. When two sets are equal means all elements of A are in B and all elements of B are in A. Then only the two sets are equal. So this is called fundamental law. This is very important law. Let's go for third one. if A subset B, all the elements of A are in B, and B subset C means all the elements of B are in C, then observe carefully, all the elements of A are in B and all the elements of B are in C, then all the elements of A are in C. So then A subset C, then A subset C. This is very, very important. It is known as transitive law. It is called transitive law. It is called transitive law. If A subset B and B subset C, then A subset C. It is called transitive law. Now let me do an example. If A subset B, then what can you say about some bits, very important bits? Observe carefully. One example problem. If A is equal to 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 and B is equal to 2, 6, 10. So observe carefully, here B is subset of A. If B is subset of A, then what can you say about A union B, A intersection B, A minus B? So first point, if A, B given, then find A union B, A intersection B and A minus B. And what do you notice? Okay. First find A union B. A union B is equal to. So already A union B discussed in the last part 3. Okay. So A union B means it is a set containing elements which are either in A or in B or in both. A union B means we write all the elements A and B total. Yes. What is A union B? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 union B. 2, 6, 10. So union means we write all elements. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's it. So what do you notice? If B subset A, then what can you say about A union B? A union B is equal to A. Again we got A value. That is equal to A. So A union B is equal to A. So while it is possible means if B subset A, then A union B is equal to A. Next go for A intersection B. A intersection B is equal to. A intersection B is a set that containing elements which are common in both sets. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 intersection B. 2, 6, 10. So here what are the common elements? 2, 6, 10. 2, 6, 10 are the common elements. So write common elements. 2, 6, 10. So this is A intersection B. So 2, 6, 10 is B. That is equal to B. So A intersection B is equal to B. When it is possible, if B intersection A, then A intersection B equal to B. Okay. Next go for A and B completed, A intersection B completed. Now A minus B. A minus B is equal to, what is A? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Minus, what is B? 2, 6, 10. Yes. Now subtract B from A. After subtracting 2, 6, 10, 2, 6, 10. That is equal to remaining 4 and 8. 4 comma 8. So A minus B equal to 4 comma 8. So what about B minus A? Basic answer B minus, subtract B from A. What is first write B? 2, 6, 10 minus A. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Now subtract A from B. 2, 6, 10, 2, 6, 10. So here the elements, no elements here. That is a null set. Okay, so B minus A already discussed in the last part. B minus A means the elements which are belongs to A but does not belongs to B, which are does not belongs to A. That is B minus A. B minus A means the elements which are belongs to B but does not belongs to A is called B minus A. So if B subset A, observe carefully, if B subset A, then B minus A equal to 5. B minus A is equal to 5. Okay. Finally, we conclude that we observe that if B subset A means all the elements of B are in A, then the first one, A union B is equal to dash. So here A is the large set, B is subset of A, then A and B is equal to, the answer is A. Already the set B is involved in A, so A and B is equal to A. It's converse. If A and B is equal to A, then B is subset of A. The second, A intersection B is equal to, A intersection B is common in B and A also. So B answer. A intersection B equal to B. Conversely, if A intersection B is equal to B, then B is subset of A. The third one, B minus A is equal to 5. So these three are very, very important bits. Keep it in mind. Now Venn diagram. The first, A subset B. A subset B means all elements of A are in B. First I have to draw universal set, that is in rectangle shape is universal set. So here all elements of A are in B. So here B is the largest set, that is B, and A is involved in B, that is A. So this represents A subset B. So what about B subset A? Here A is large set and B is involved in set A. It is B. So this is the Venn diagram of A subset B and B subset A. Now, number of subsets of a set. How many subsets we can write to a set? When given a set, how many subsets we can write? Okay, let me do an example. A is equal to A, B, C. So this is the set of three elements A, B, C. Now, how many subsets the set has? See, subset, the first one, A1 is equal to A. So A1 is a subset of set A. Y means the elements of set A1 also element of A. So it is one of the subset. Next, A2, B. It is also one of the subset. A3, C. It is also one of the subset. A4, A comma B. It is also one of the subset. A5, BC. A6, AC. A7, ABC. A8, null set. We know very well, null set is subset of every set and a set is subset of itself. Okay, so how many we can write a subset of A? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Total 8 subsets are there. So how many elements in set A? There are 3 elements. So number of elements, n of A is equal to cardinal number of set A is 3. So if a set has 3 elements, then how many subsets? So we got total 8 subsets. So number of subsets is equal to 2 cube, that is equal to 2 into 2 into 2, that is equal to 8. Okay, this is the formula. If a set has 3 elements, then number of subsets 2 cube. If a set has 4 elements, then number of subsets 2 power 4. Okay, and the number of proper subsets. Number of proper subsets. Proper means in order. Okay, so except this. How many subsets are there? Proper means except itself. Proper means except itself. How many are there? 7. How we got to 7? 2 cube minus 1. That is equal to 8 minus 1. That is equal to 7. Okay. There are 7 proper subsets and 8 total subsets. So from this example, finally we conclude that if a set has n elements, then number of all subsets is equal to 2 power n. Okay, this is the formula. If a set has n elements, then number of all subsets is equal to 2 power n, and number of proper subsets is equal to 2 power n minus 1. Okay, 2 power n minus 1. So proper subsets 2 power n minus 1. This is the formula to find the number of subsets, number of proper subsets. Next, go for power set. So what is the definition of power set? Let me do an example. A is equal to 1, 2, 3, and its power set denoted with P of A. P of A is equal to. So power set is a set that containing elements which are subsets, all subsets of set A. So in this, every subset is an element, that is 1. So 1 is subset of A. So this is an element of power set A. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 2, 3, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, and null set. So this is called power set. So power set is a set that containing elements which are all subsets of A. For example, if A is a set, then its power set denoted with P of A. Okay, so P of A is power set of A, it containing elements which are all subsets of A. So the collection of all subsets of A is called the power set of A. One small note: number of elements in power set. Number of elements in power set is equal to. So number of elements in power set is known as number of all subsets of set A. We know very well number of all subsets formula 2 power n. 2 power n, that's it. So 2 power n gives number of elements in power set.